Can you modify an EV to make it faster and more fun? In this video, we take my Hyundai Ioniq 5N, which is already the most track-focused EV, and look for ways to push its performance limits. I've been busy modifying this already track-capable machine into an even more performance-focused weapon. We are looking at wheels, tyres, brakes, suspension, and a few other bits to add even more engagement to the 5N, arguably the most driver-focused EV on the market. Let's get started. First up, let's take a look at the wheels and tyres. I felt the stock 21-inch Pirelli P0s were a major limiting factor on track, so I wanted a new set of wheels that open up more options for track-focused rubber. I ordered a set of Advan GT Beyond wheels from Japan. I had to wait 3 months for them to arrive, but I reckon it was worth it for the looks alone. They are not cheap, at about $1,200 Australian per wheel, plus I lashed out an extra $600 for centre caps and raised lug nuts. These mould form forged wheels are 20 by 10 with an inset of plus 35. The colour is officially called Machining and Hyper Platinum Black. I think they look fantastic with just the right amount of dish, and they give the car a killer stance. Big shout out to Jax at Bowen Hills for organising these wheels and the track-focused rubber. We've fitted 295/30 ZR20 Dunlop Sport Max Race 2 tyres. These tyres aren't quite the ideal size, but I got them at a great price, so I'm happy to give them a go. Other tyres that I considered fitting were the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s and more street-oriented Michelin Pilot Sport 4S and the Bridgestone Potenza Sports. The Dunlops have a tread wear rating of only 80, so they should be super sticky, but I don't expect them to last long. I'd be interested in your recommendations of what to fit next for mixed track and street use. And wouldn't you know it, my right rear tyre picked up a screw within 36 hours of fitting the new set of tyres. So that great value proposition might have already gone out the window. But on a positive note, it's probably better for my OCD for this to happen when it's new, because I couldn't handle it if I was replacing just one tyre and had 3 worn tyres left on the car. Speaking of OCD, the stock wheels and tyres weigh 27.6 kilograms, and the Advan Dunlop combo weigh 24.6 kilograms, saving 3 kilograms at each corner. I have been out to one track day on these tyres, and they immediately yielded personal bests on all 3 track layouts compared to the stock wheel and tyre setup. I'll speak a bit more on lap times later, but I did struggle to find the right pressure window for these tyres. Even at 35 psi hot, they were rolling over on the sidewalls, and at higher pressures, they felt like grease balls. Next up, let's address the braking situation. Following on from my previous braking misadventures on track, I'll put a link to that video down below. I ordered a set of N-Performance track-focused brake pads from Korea. These cost me $780 Australian delivered to my door. These are DS 3.12 pads manufactured by Ferodo. They provide better stopping power and should wear and fade less. On the downside, they can squeal a bit and be quite dusty, but I'm happy to pay that price for confidence under brakes on track. N-Performance also sell a less aggressive Ferodo DS 3000 brake pad as an upgrade option, but I felt it wise to go for the top spec. I did have the new wheels ceramic coated, so hopefully that'll help with the brake dust. As far as brake feel goes, they are fine for street driving, just like any other normal pad. On track, there is good initial bite, but as you lean on the brakes further, it feels like they start to be overwhelmed. In saying that, I haven't had any issues with the brake pads, and they've only been run for 1 day so far. If you are interested in how the brakes or the tyres wear over time, drop a note in the comments so I can come back to you. These brake pads have now been made available through Hyundai Australia. They weren't available when I ordered them from Korea, so that will be much more convenient when it's time to order a replacement set. As my stock brakes had previously given up the ghost on track and had been subject to a few track days, I also decided to replace the brake fluid. I went with Castrol SRF, which has a high boiling point and exceeds the boiling point requirements of .5 brake fluids. It also meets the requirements specified by Hyundai. Next up is the suspension. I purchased these lowering springs from N Performance Garage for about $460 Australian while attending N Festival at Everland in Korea. They are manufactured by H&R and assist in high-speed stability, grip, and reduced body roll. They provide a ride height drop of about 1.5 centimeters, so they do lower the center of gravity and also improve the stance of the car without lowering to the point that you are always scraping on speed bumps or driveways. The ride is slightly stiffer than stock, but it's still extremely streetable, especially when used in conjunction with the electronically controlled adjustable suspension. Did these modifications translate to faster lap times? Absolutely. For comparison, on the 3.12 kilometre Queensland Raceway sprint circuit, I immediately dropped a second off my lap times, going from 57.59 seconds to 56.86 seconds, even though I was struggling to find the Goldilocks tyre pressure. Those are pretty impressive times for a street registered car. My personal best in my Porsche GT3 RS on the same track is currently 54.57 seconds. The next mod came standard on Korean delivered Ioniq 5Ns, but we missed out in Australia. It's a modification that people seem divided over, but I love it. It's the Alcantara steering wheel. It doesn't really provide any extra performance, perhaps some extra feel on track when you're using racing gloves. I also like the feel of it on the street, and I don't eat or drink in my car, and I'm a good hand washer, so I'm not really worried about it getting dirty. Apart from the Alcantara rim, it's identical to the stock wheel in every other way, and it cost me $582 delivered from N Performance in Korea. A costly upgrade for not much benefit, but I just wanted it. I note you can now have Hyundai Australia supply and fit the Alcantara steering wheel for $995.01, which wasn't an option when I ordered it from Korea. Everyone knows the Ioniq 5N's greatest point of difference compared with other EVs is the engagement provided by the simulated DCT gearbox, complete with flappy paddle shifters. But it is possible to enhance that experience further with magnetic race car inspired paddle shifters. These magnetic paddle shifters from Berries are of the absolute highest quality, and the engineering that has gone into them is evident. When you have an E-shift engaged, that is driving in manual mode, these shifters provide an extra level of engagement. The magnetic shift action provides a direct and decisive feel, accompanied by a satisfying click. You can choose from either metal or carbon fibre paddles in various sizes. The larger carbon fibre option makes finding the paddle easier during frenetic cornering. And finally, probably the most important mod of all. I haven't yet run the car up on the dyno, but I'm pretty sure this last mod has given me an extra 20 horsepower, and that is this Soul Tuner sticker. I picked this up when visiting Soul Tuner PA in Korea, and if you are ever in the area, you have to check it out. It is a cool haven for car and bike enthusiasts. There are big screens to watch motorsport events such as the Formula One, magazines, slot cars, and plenty of space for like-minded people to hard park and talk cars. So there you have it. These are the modifications I have made to my Ioniq 5N to make it even more track-focused and engaging. Even though this is my daily driver, and it's the best daily I have ever had, I'm excited to get back out on track and continue to push for some faster lap times. Perhaps I should consider taking the child seat out next time I'm on track. What do you guys think of these modifications, and what should I do next? Let me know in the comments below. I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.